What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Young, Tipsy, and Black podcast, a podcast combining two of my favorite things, wine/spirits and music. I'm your host, Torrance, and thank you all for tuning in. We're a little late, but we still made it, okay? Praise the Lord, saints. Before we do anything, like and subscribe. Like it, subscribe, get other people to subscribe. Y'all, I'm trying to do something great here. I'm working on some really nice stuff here. I'm in some nice conversations with some really cool people. So subscribe. Give me, run it up, run the numbers up. Like what y'all playing? What y'all don't? Yeah, run them numbers up. Thank you. Let's just and comment too. Let me know what you think. Let me know some of your combinations. I would love to hear that. But let's start off with what's in my cup. So today, we will be breaking out one of my favorite things to sip on casually, okay? It don't need to be a celebration for me to break out some Prosecco, okay? And not just any Prosecco, Via Ray, okay? Queen Issa, okay? And first of all, this bottle, this chocolate deliciously, the bottle looks good, okay? When you got a label on a bottle that look good, baby, what's inside, it's got to match. I have no choice but to. And I love Prosecco, I do. And for most of you, some may know, some may not. The difference between Prosecco and Champagne is one. Champagne is from the Champagne region of France. Everything else is sparkling wine, if you will, a Prosecco. That's what it's called everywhere else. So, yeah. What we are, and I had to show you the whole thing. It's going to take me a minute to open this daggone thing, so this is, I'm stressed. But what we are supposed to be tasting with a Prosecco, it's supposed to be light-bodied, vibrant, fresh, highly aromatic, and a crisp wine. And I love a nice snap, a nice crisp, drinking it when the sun is shining, beaming on your face. You got your shades on, you're feeling great. Yeah, that's what a Prosecco is all about. But it's also for, lunchtime. I love it anytime, truly. And let's read the back of the bottle before I pop this thing open. Bright, crisp, and lively. Here's to the dreaming, the leveling up, and the just because. See, I'm a just because kind of big. This is for me. I think this is for us. Thank you, Issa. Issa Rae is definitely like everybody. Like, you just feel like that's your big cousin because she's so chill and so great. So like, thank you for putting out something that's like really, really chill and like, turning the folks on a good Prosecco, right? Like I'm really looking forward to this. Let's do it in that microphone. Ooh, okay. All right. Please don't overflow. That'd be embarrassing. Wouldn't it? Okay, let's do it here. And so I'm using like a white wine glass, as the sommeliers of the world are saying that you want to have a bigger glass than just the small flute glasses, as it gives the bubbles room to breathe, and it lets the air do what it needs to do. It wakens, it allows the Prosecco to awaken up. That's what they say. Make it like pop open the sides. So we can get this going in here. Oh, look at the bubbles. And I like Prosecco, so we poured a nice pour. I feel like Sanjali. I love it. So let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what we smell first, right? They said light and crisp. Some of the other things that they said is there's notes of the typical notes are like apple, honeysuckle, peach, melon, and pear. I'm definitely getting like some fruity stuff. Obviously, can I distinguish between them? Like very melony for sure. Peachy, yes. It's been a minute since I smelled the honeysuckle. I ain't gonna lie to you, so I don't know. It's been a long time since it was my grandma's backyard. I don't know, but let's give it a try. Exactly what I want from Prosecco. Exactly what I want. That's gross. But this is exactly what I'm looking for, right? Crisp, it's light, it's refreshing. Um, it, it is high in acidity, right? So like your mouth waters a little bit, but it isn't like, it's like you put it down and you're like, ooh, yeah, wait a minute. I would like a little bit more. So delicious. Round of applause for big cousin Issa Rae. Because Via Ray is really that girl. So what am I pairing her with? Probably what all of you are wondering. I am pairing this with none other than the Mariah Carey, the Emancipation of Mimi. Okay? This is her 10th studio album. Okay? Let's be clear about this. This is a no-skip album. Okay? Not one song deserves a skip, and be honest with you. And if there is one, can't think of it, telling you right now, sorry, listen to every one of them. And the reason it goes, I don't know, I just feel like no matter what, Mariah Carey and Champagne just feel right. I don't know, it just does. And the Emancipation of Mimi and what Prosecco and both of those things have in common to me, it's just a freedom, right? Truly, like it's just, I don't know, I just feel like I'm my best self when I'm sipping Prosecco. I'm my best self. I'm living my best life. And I love that for me. Okay? So when you think of the Emancipation of Mimi, and maybe you haven't listened to it in a while and you're doing yourself a disservice, but let me ring a bell. Let me run it back for you. So you have songs like Fly Like a Bird. Fly like a bird, take to the sky. Need you now, Lord, carry me high. Yeah, a word, right? You gotta shake it off. Right? Not that little girl shake it off. You gotta shake it off. Like, you know, keep up playing games. Gotta get by the heat somewhere. See, I could be doing this all day, right? Because this is what this turns me into, right? So those are like the up-tempo, kind of like little vibey ones or whatever. But even the slow jams still got me thinking I need to be drinking champagne with it, right? Could you think about Mine Again? I remember when you used to be mine, way back when I was too naive to love you right. See, I could do this all day. But again, put on the Emancipation of Mimi and get you some of Via Ray's specific Prosecco, which can be found in Targets. It can also be found in the Rouse grocery store if you're on the West Coast. Because again, a lot of these Black-owned locations, like Black-owned wines and, you know, alcohols just and stuff in general, you can't necessarily find it everywhere. So I'm gonna put together a guide because I need everybody to know where to get the stuff from. And I'm about to see if there's some other dope places or whatever that you can kind of look and see. But yeah, definitely you can get it in a Target. Target is where you're really about to find it. Just go to the Target. It's kind of in the Rouse, but you're really gonna find a bunch of these in the Target. And everybody got a Target near there. So shout out to Issa Rae. Shout out to this fantastic, delicious drink here. And shout out to Mariah Carey, The Emancipation of Me. Also to come out with an album 15 years after you began your career, and it is still some of your best work, like considered some of your best work, still in that breath. Insane. There's only one other person who I can discuss with that same type of major trajectory 15 years into your life, like crazy, right? Not just one, but this one name in particular, and you know I'm getting to her shortly. But this is about Via Ray and the Emancipation of Mimi. Give it some love, give it a listen, feel free. I just, you don't want to dance? I want to dance. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna be rapping this whole episode. That's just so annoying. Anywho, let's jump into the Tipsy Tea. And you know what the first thing I got to talk about? I got to talk about my girl. I got to talk about this. And my vinyl came in. I ain't opened it yet, but it came in. Cowboy Carter has come in the mail. I got the red one because I thought it would be flashier and a little bit extra, and I need that. Okay. Cowboy Carter is out, and it is doing numbers in my home and apparently all over the world. Um, I I've had many a conversation with folk about this album, and after giving it as many listens as I think, you know, I could give it while still living my life, um, it was one of those albums that I can agree with folks that said, oh, it needed to grow on me. It wasn't an immediate, like, oh, I listened to it and I had my top songs and I was replaying them over and over and over and over again. It wasn't like that at first. Now, do I have songs like that now? Absolutely. But I knew that I just needed to give another couple listens. I had to say, hey, well, what is this song about? Let me look at the lyrics about this song. Let me see who this is. Let me see who's a part of what. And then as you go, and then I went outside and I heard Cowboy Carter outside, and baby, I'm a believer. I am. She got me. She got me again. And this lady talking about doing another album. I'm another tour. I can't keep up. I mean, I would say that my top 5 tracks off of them, for those of you who have not listened, who are like, what could I listen to that would really get, they're my top 5, right? Now they might not be your jam, but these are my top 5. Okay. Bodyguard. Yeah. Driving down the coast. Yeah. Having this rolling down my window, letting my hair flow in the breeze, let my earring just kind of do a little dangle thing. Yeah, absolutely. Bodyguard, hands down, outside vibes. Can't wait to hear it out again. Hot weather, window, beautiful. Spaghetti, I'm at the club. Period. Alligator Tears, also one that's like so good. Tyrant, also I'm at the club. And then Two Most Wanted with Miley Cyrus. Baby, I don't know what to tell you. There, I'll be your shotgun rider. Like, I don't know. Love, I do. I'm falling in love with this album. And again, it wasn't immediate, right? It wasn't love at first sight, love at first listen. But as I think about other things that I didn't even include here, right? Like, what is it? Sweet Honey Bucket. What is it? Then it's it's not even on the back of here, but Ya, right? You got and then I didn't even include 16 Carriages because I just feel like that's a given, right? Like everyone knows that 16 Carriages, that's me, right? I'm a R&B, lock me into that. Okay, I like a story. Take me down the story road. You know what I'm saying? Give me something, right? Give me something. Give me some character. So if you have not listened to Cowboy Carter, because I do know people who have not, I do know people who do not like it, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion about things, even if it is a wrong opinion. You know, even though it is wrong, you're dead wrong. No, I'm kidding. But give it a listen. It's very good. They have some really dope tracks on here. So that is the good part of the Tipsy Tea. Now we get to talk about some messy shit. Diddy Dirty, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Puffy. This man has changed his name so many times, it's hard for me to keep up. He is under hellfire, true brimstone and hellfire, for allegations of sex trafficking. There's a little bit of racketeering in there. There's some sexual assault happening. A case that was presented by Rodney Jones, who was one of his producers, and was saying that he had witnessed things. Not only has he witnessed things, there's video, audio, and witness statements that corroborate his lawsuit against Diddy and others that were named in there as well. It's a scary world out here. You got Carisha named in there, said that she was one of the sex workers getting paid, but that's, she, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like she's ever said like I wasn't about that life. She literally raps about being about that life. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised when I heard it, but maybe you are. I wasn't. I don't know. And then, oh, the random thing about the Syracuse guard, who was like his drug mule, who was carrying his cocaine and his marijuana. He got arrested. Um, it's just so much. It's so much. It's like 70 pages. It's such a large document, and it's so many things. Like Cuba Gooding Jr. is named in here as one of the people that like tried to like drug and sexually assault the producer who filed this, lawsuit. Well, Stevie J is listed in there, and like it's just so uncomfortable. Oh goodness, and it's frustrating as somebody who loves music and who wanted to be in the industry. And then we have things like Quiet on Set, and it's just like you just see and hear so many awful things about things that look so glamorous, but it's like, what does it take, right, to get to that space? What does it take for you to be in that world and be that? Like, to me, it's baffling. I'm overwhelmed. I'm upset about it. I am a lot of things, but surprise is not necessarily one of them. As an artist, you run into sketchy people, period. Thank God nothing to that extent while I've been out here in LA, but definitely have had some really weird experiences with some really uncomfortable circumstances here. So I'm not surprised by these allegations. I'm not surprised that he's done them, allegedly. I'm not surprised that people are claiming all these things. It's just unfortunate, right? When you have a dream and you're like, oh, I want this thing to come true, and someone takes advantage of that and uses your passion and your determination against you to literally take advantage of you, your body, your mind, your agency. That's just really frustrating to me. Like, I'm very upset at all the things, right? Like, I just, but all we can do is pray and do our best and try to stay clear of these terrible people. The people's is terrible in this world. They're terrible. People's just saying all kinds of people's up next. I guess we're gonna have to stay tuned and wait and see it. I'm a reporter on the Tipsy Tea. I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, these are all allegations now. I don't know nothing to be true. I'm just telling you what the lawsuit was saying, and what the people's are saying about this man and what he done did to them. Right? It's just unfortunate if he did do it. That's all I'll say. All right. I'm not surprised that I'm hearing it. I just don't know if it's true. But I'm also just like not surprised, I feel bad for ending the Tipsy Tea like that, right, y'all? I just feel like that's a bad way to end it. Let me see who else did something great out here, in this world. I don't know, y'all. That just stressed me out. I shouldn't have ended on that. That was a bad idea. Now we know for future, I won't end on shitty things. We're not gonna end on the shit. Cool. Bet. So we are at the Sip Responsibly part of the podcast. It's one of my favorite parts because, I like to learn lessons. We like to learn things, okay? We like to, as we get older, as I get older, it's about sipping responsibly. Like, I can fill this up. I'm not going nowhere tonight. I'm not going nowhere today, okay? I'm taking my time. Feels great. All right, let's get into it. For a friend's 21st a few months ago, we got a bunch of guys together and we went to his beach house for a weekend. Rich folks shit. There's a deck out back and it leads off into a really long, steep hill that goes down to the beach. We brought out a ping pong table and we were playing we were playing beer pong on the deck. This was already several rounds in, and we've been played a few rounds of Kings before this. When the ping pong ball rolls off the deck and onto the grass, it was so close to the deck, I thought I could just lean over and pick it up. Nope. I lost my balance and go fucking tumbling down the easily 300-meter long hill, drunk as fuck, and with no sense of direction or any idea what was happening. Oddly enough, I remember it being tremendously fun, like being in a tumble dryer, I guess. That doesn't sound fun to me. That actually sounds very painful. Those clothes don't sound. Never mind. I ended up on the beach, out of breath, with a semi-dislocated shoulder. The ball was still in my hand, though, so a win is a win, I guess. You tried to kill yourself for a ping pong ball. That's why we need to start sipping responsibly. You leaned over there and tried to kill yourself for a ping pong ball. You thought... There's so many things here. First, I was playing beer pong, right? Which is already like, we drinking, we having a good time. Not everyone is playing beer pong, but you drinking, you vibe, and you drinking while they playing, right? But to say you had a few rounds of kings before this, I don't know what kind of kings y'all was playing, but the kind of kings that I was playing back in the day, it wasn't for the, you was fucked up, okay? You weren't just, I'm a little tipsy. No, you were drunk, okay? So, of course you remember it being tremendously fun, falling down that hill. Baby, you didn't feel nothing because you were smacked out of your mind. You feel me? So, then you woke up came to on the beach with a semi-dislocated shoulder. That doesn't sound like that is an exciting rest of the trip to me. I would be pissed if to get a ping pong ball. Yeah, see, y'all need to start sipping responsibly. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Y'all out here looking goofy, okay? But that's all right. For a friend's 21st, I guess when you're 21, you do whatever, right? There are accidents. But please, y'all, just sip responsibly. This is getting goofy. It's getting insane out here. But yes. Sorry, y'all. This burping is killing me. This is killing my flow. And when I'm thinking, I'm trying not to burp too loud. So it's too much. Anywho, the VRA is great, though. The bubbles are doing what they need to do. And they're breathing in the glass. Look at this. Look at this. It's fantastic. Anywho, more of the story is, don't be jumping down no hills for no damn ping pong ball. Okay? Sip responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't, you'll end up on the beach with a semi-dislocated shoulder. And a win is not a win because you held onto a ping pong ball as you was rolling down the damn hill. Goofy. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you all. And until next time, peace.